Hey, so I want to talk to you about making smart deals, because sometimes you're leaving money on the table and you're not thinking about it because you put all these rules around yourself and they're actually not always the smartest thing to do, okay? So here's what I mean. My administrative assistant just came in like 2 minutes ago and said, hey, we've got a band class we want to launch, okay? And we've got 2 members that are definitely, signed up, they want to start. Now, we have a rule for our bands that we don't start them with unless there's 3 people in the class. Now, she said, we've got a drum student that wants to join that class, really desperately wants to join it. They're in weekly, 45-minute lessons. They're paying over $60 a week for that. And so they can't afford the extra, I think it's $25 for band classes. So we're going to have to put that band on hold until we find a different drummer. Now, this student's been with us for 3 or 4 years. And so I just said, whoa, wait, you're telling me that you're prepared to, you got 2 other students that are going to pay $25, that's $50, and we can't start the class because someone else can't afford to pay the $25 on top of their $60. I said, that doesn't make sense that we just let that go by. So I said, why don't you just go back to them and say, hey, if we gave you the lessons for half price for this term, for the band class, so $25 becomes $12.50. Now remember, they're still paying $60 a week for their other lessons. I said, if we give it to you for half price, will you, stick it out for the rest of the year? So recording this in July, so another, 5-6 months. Because then you're launching a class, you've got, $50 from these other kids plus, $12.50 from this kid, and once the class is running, it's easier to slot others in as time goes on. And so little deals like that, you may not make those for everyone, but if a student's been with you for a certain amount of time, if that one discount is going to open up a whole nother class, even if it's just for a period of time they're getting that discount, it is so worth making little deals like that. So think about that as you think about different situations in your school, whether it's individual or group lessons or events or concerts or whatever you are upselling people to, and think about what sort of deals you should make, because sometimes saving a little bit, cutting a bit, giving a discount actually makes you a heck of a lot more money. So there's my quick little tip today. It's not always black and white. It's not always this is the fee, you must pay it, that's it. You can look for negotiations, discounts, and things like that, especially if it's a student that's been with you for a while. So there's my smart little business tip for you today. Enjoy.